Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast, the show that covers only the Philadelphia Eagles. Think different. Think Squawking Eagles Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. I am Mike, and I'm joined by Mark. How's it going, champ?
Feels good. Feels real good. It's just this whole thing. This is just something they give out to champions. And
in case you're not watching this on YouTube, Mark has our fantasy football league champion trophy in the shot with him. He's going to be podcasting with it today, I guess.
Today, the whole year. We're champions here, guy. We don't shy away from our history.
That's right. That's right. We are joined, just me and you today. Miguel is in the air as we speak, flying from Thailand to
Fly,
Bangkok.
Eagles, fly. Let's go.
And Miguel was representing Eagles Nation out in Thailand this week. He a lot of photos from his trip with Eagles and wearing Eagles gear. So representing Eagles on the other side of the planet this week for him.
Hell yeah. Go
he will be back next week. Happy to have him back next week. And I do have his score prediction for Friday's game. So he did
very
give
nice.
That to
Very
me.
nice.
So today on the podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about some injuries that have happened already for the Eagles. We are going to talk about a ban that's happened in Brazil, and a few wide receiver signings that have happened since the last time we spoke.
I like it.
Yeah. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, Squawk Eagles Podcast, YouTube, subscribe, Spotify. If you're listening to this on Spotify, hit that follow button. We need those. Helps our platform grow. Mark, we are here. We are, I guess, to this recording, we are 6 days away from Eagles football. How do you feel
put in
about
a
that?
little clip of Horton Hears a Who with just everyone, we are here, we are here, we are here. Yeah, that's right. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. We are in football season.
Right.
We have college game day happening all day. Yeah. I should have it on right now, but I swear if I turn it on, I'm going to get distracted. I'm not going to be able to do a damn thing.
We finally have meaningful football games happening.
We watched Temple get obliterated last night.
Ooh.
Painful, but they were playing Oklahoma. So,
how about your Colorado Buffalo? They came away with a win from North Dakota State.
No, they were gifted a win by the refs there. That was a close game. They got away with a couple murderous plays.
Did you see that? That was their first win since October of 2023.
Yeah. Did you also see they came out recently saying that the only reason they lost to Oregon is that Oregon cheated and stole their database of their practice videos?
Yes, I did see that.
42-6 ass whooping. Yeah, you know what? Definitely wasn't because you were seriously outmatched. It had to do with cheating. And that's why you only won one more game the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because everyone cheated. Oregon took the videos and shared them with everybody. Ruined your day. Maybe you guys just aren't that good. You haven't been. In my life, I don't remember the last time Colorado has been like prior to Dion, they were growing and they were like, hey, we can win a bowl game. And now they're like, oh, we're everyone's Super Bowl this year, guys. Bro, you barely beat North Dakota State. You needed help from the refs.
Well, do you remember when Colorado had Cordell Stewart and Rashawn Salam? Are you old enough to remember that? Oh,
no.
Okay. So in your lifetime, they really have not been good.
No, they've not been good.
They were good in my life. Like they've been good in my lifetime. I was a big.
Yeah, I know they have been good, but you know what? Everyone's had their moments.
Yeah, Rashawn Salam was a Heisman
Army
Trophy
used to be a national title winner. Okay.
Army. Yes.
Yeah. When's the last time Army wasn't even named to a game?
Never.
Come on. Everyone has their moments. And it's a yikes.
Yeah, it's a yikes. It's a
yikes. You know what he's not going to have at the end of the year?
What's that? A trophy.
A trophy.
A trophy.
Sorry, Dion.
Right.
You know what he will have at the end of the year is a new job.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys head coach job, I'm sure.
Yeah, or something there. I feel like it's gonna be head coach though.
It's so funny. Like these guys will say, "Well, I'm never going to go coach the pros because it's much better to coach kids and everything." But when that money talks, man, changes your tune.
Yeah, money talks, and telling people that you want to stay with kids sounds weird. So All right, Sandusky.
Right.
You know,
All right, so we have 2 contract signings here. We have CD Lamb has signed his contract, 171 million, I think, over
yeah, it was a lot
4
of money.
years.
It was a lot of
A
money.
lot of money. It's funny to think that Howie locked up AJ Brown and Devontae Smith
Combined,
for that, but yeah, we're
less
good.
than that.
Well,
Less.
100. I think it was 156 million.
Yeah, that's less.
156 million.
That's 20 million less.
That is less. That is less. So good job, Howie, for that. And then also Brandon Ayuk. I know we said that he had signed earlier. I was told that I was off by a few days, so he signed this week. Big contract.
You know who hasn't signed a contract and is now holding out?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. He wants 1 cent more than Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, petty.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. What's his name? CJ Gardner Johnson said all these wide receivers are getting $100 million contracts, but defensive backs are the hardest position to play.
I saw that.
That was shots fired. Shots fired.
I'll tell you what. I hate it, but there's like an easy correlation between Tom Brady's contracts and all the Super Bowls they won. And for some reason, nobody sees it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I want all that money. I'm like, Tom Brady made more money on his deal with Gillette than I think he ever made in the NFL.
Yeah.
Who cares about your NFL paychecks when you could be getting these?
Yeah.
Cut the bullshit. You're going to make that. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, for everyone listening. Trophies. I'm going to refer to trophies because I'm a champion. Yeah. That's how it goes. But like, oh, I want $170 million so that my team has nobody else that I'm going to complain and bitch and moan because we don't win. Yeah, because you're taking up a third of all their money for one dude.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? Like what's the cap's what, like 260 million?
Yeah.
And you're paying 170 million, granted not in 1 year, but 100 million to one person.
Yeah.
You're literally paying equivalently more than half of your year's cap to one player over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's changed. The idea of winning first and then getting your money has gone out the window.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like rookies don't learn to play the game. The money comes first. Like, no, you got to win something. Like, oh, I'm a good receiver. Yeah, but you haven't won anything.
Yeah.
Like, if you're that good, make the big plays, get us to the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like, what are you complaining about? You think you deserve that? You haven't won a thing.
No, like not to reference the Cowboys, but Troy Aikman and Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin didn't get their big contracts. They didn't get their big contracts until after they won those Super Bowls.
And the difference is that unlike other Cowboys, we still know their names because they won.
Yes.
Repeatedly.
Right.
Where I couldn't name you half the players who were on the Cowboys 2 years ago.
No.
I could, but like
a couple years back, the average player.
The average person. I don't know half Cowboys peoples because why would I remember them? Same way, don't get me wrong. That's not even shy away from the birds. I love my birds. I could name a good chunk of Eagles, but I'm going to be less memorable of you if you don't win.
Yeah.
Our losing seasons, I don't remember as many of the players who played for those teams.
No, agreed.
That's how it goes. You got to win. You're not going to get the big. You want all this money? You haven't won anything?
Yeah.
Well, you won your first playoff game in 2 decades, and now you think that's your Super Bowl, man. I get it, but relax.
Yeah, and if we had some Packers fans on here, I'd be saying that about Jordan Love getting this huge contract for playing his first season, 1 season. What's going to happen here?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think Jordan Love's going to be a good quarterback, but it is kind of crazy how much money they put into him so early. But I guess it's the world is just so obsessed with quarterbacks that it's just like you got to pay him now.
You mentioned Tom Brady earlier. He's going to be color commentator now for Fox, and they gave him a large amount of money to do that. It just came out the other day
that money probably retired.
Yeah, I know. It just came out the other day that he's not going to be able to go into any of the meetings with players or behind the scenes or interviews because of his ongoing purchase of the Las Vegas Raiders. It's
makes sense.
It's now Tom Brady has been in the news about cheating before, and so now I think it's a good idea to point that out that he's going to have an interest in having part of the Raiders, so you can't let him be going to everyone's facilities and seeing what they're doing and getting all this behind the scenes stuff because he's got to interest in the league.
Yeah, I mean, keep him in the booth. I get it. Quarterbacks are good for the booth. I like what Peyton Manning does on the Peyton show, like Peyton and Eli, and you even hear things as bad as Tony Romo. Like,
I like
Can I tell you about that comedian?
Who?
I have to show you the clip. It's I can't remember.
Shane Gillis.
Was it Shane? I don't know. It was somebody did a skit on Tony Romo. I think it was Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I think Shane Gillis.
He's like, you hear him. Like as the play, everyone walks up. He's like, "Watch this. This guy's gonna do this." He's like, you see how well he knows what's happening, and you could tell that how bad he was for him to know all this and still suck.
Yeah, yeah. They were talking about that too. Like they said that Tony Romo, when he first started come on as a commentator, he was able to predict a lot of those plays because he is fresh off of playing against those defensive coordinators. But as the years have gone on, a lot of those can't do it as well. Yeah, because he's not fresh off it. So I'm interested to see what Tom Brady has to say.
I've heard about Tom Brady doing a return to the NFL.
Yeah, he said it's not out of the realm of him coming back. Still, he said that on his podcast. So
that'd be nuts.
It would be pretty crazy.
That would be insane. Who drafts him in fantasy?
Yeah, I know, right? I should probably put him in, stash him right now.
Just in case.
Just in case. So moving on to Eagles, Packers, Brazil. Earlier in the summer, there was a talk about, and we talked about it on the podcast, and then I made reels and content about it, that the color green is banned in Sao Paulo, and that teams shouldn't be wearing it, people shouldn't be wearing it, and it was debunked. I had to remove the reels and the content I posted about that because of I guess.
Oh, because Instagram fact checkers are always 100% accurate. Yeah, 100% of the time. They are never wrong, ever.
Yeah. So I got a strike because of that. And now it's coming out that the Eagles are going to be wearing black helmets, black pants, and white jerseys. No green whatsoever. The Packers, I'm pretty sure we think they're going to be wearing green anyway. So it's either out of respect to what the stadium is going to be like, or it's going to be, if there really is a gang related thing going on with Brazil. We don't really know. We don't know.
Brazil. No, my understanding of it is that yes, it's one of those where, and I think this is where the whole Instagram thing came through, is that by the rules of the facility, the color is not banned.
Right.
Especially in Brazil, where green is, their color. But it's kind of like, being here in Philly and wearing a Cowboys jersey or a Giants jersey. You're going to get hated. Yes. Like, we're going to treat you like shit. And so I think the general populace in Sao Paulo is like, you wear green to our stadium unless you're like the Brazilian national team, get bent. And so I think the Eagles are like, you know what? Let's just be nice. Wear these colors that are neutral. Get the local support, because when Green Bay comes out in green and the locals go, no. I even heard AJ Brown's like, we got a little rundown the other day of all the do's and don'ts down there. I'm going to stay in my hotel room. I'm going to go to the hotel room, go to the game, go back to the hotel room, go home. Like that. That's it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He just wants to go down there, play a football game, and come back. Devontae Smith said he doesn't even want to talk about he doesn't want to talk about it. He's like, I just want to play football. Yeah. I don't like the fact that it's becoming such a spectacle. It's becoming such a spectacle that now the Brazilian Supreme Court, I'm going to read this, just a little article here. It says, the Brazilian Supreme Court justice ordered the suspension of Elon Musk's media platform X in Brazil after Musk declined to appoint a legal representative in the country. So I'm not sure, they're having a battle between X and Brazil. But they granted internet service providers and app stores 5 days to block access to X, stating that the platform will remain suspended until it complies with the directives. He also imposed the same 5-day deadline for app stores to remove virtual private networks. and to set a daily fine of 50,000 reals, which is 8,000 reals, which is $8,900 in American, for individuals or companies using VPNs to access X. Yeah, wow. That's also ahead of this week's game. So they don't want people tweeting or anything during the game. They don't want people in Brazil using it, and so does that count for players or just anybody who lives there? I'm not sure. In my mind, I want the Eagles to go down, take care of business, and get out of there. Don't spend too much time there. It looks like the locals they're excited for it. There's a mural that somebody painted of Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. They're excited for the games there, but I think there's a bit of controversy going on around it, and I just want to get in and get out.
Yeah, well, when you go into a country that's got some history like they do and some leadership the way they do, that ties to a lot of other Eastern European countries' history, you see what happens when government gets involved in things you don't want them involved in.
Right.
And now it hurts sports, and it hurts fandoms, and it hurts life. Let's just go play ball. Back to freedom.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know what time. I know the game is on Friday night. I'm not sure when they're going to fly down there. I do know that Eagles fans, have started flying down to Brazil a week early.
Makes sense.
If you are down in Brazil and you're listening to this, be safe. Please be safe.
And go Birds.
And go Birds. If I'm going to Brazil, I'm probably not going to be wearing green, walking around the streets. I'm sure I'll wear a black jersey, a Kevon Wallace black jersey, maybe. But
why?
That's what you have. That's what you have.
I'm gonna throw something at you. No, I'm wearing Kelly green. I don't know
about
across
that.
The back, I'm gonna have Brazil.
Brazil.
Got him.
Got it.
I'm wearing your national colors, ladies and gentlemen. You can't hate on it. Got a bird. You guys like Eagles. Who doesn't like Eagles? What country doesn't like Eagles? Right. When you go to Mexico, what's their national flag? An eagle killing a snake.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Or birds.
And honestly, the Green Bay Packers, they are green and yellow, and the flag for Brazil is green and yellow. So a little bit of blue. But I don't think it'll be a problem for the Packers. I think it's more for the Eagles now that I'm thinking about it.
I think we got this. We're Birds.
So the Eagles open up in São Paulo, Brazil. It's technically a home game.
What a waste. Thanks, NFL. We already can't afford damn tickets. You're going to give us less.
Yes.
So wait, how does that work with season ticket holders?
What they did,
you would have that ticket.
Yeah, what I found out is that they distributed yes, it's counted as a home game, but they distributed the prices and they changed it so like they kind of like prorated it so it doesn't really count towards.
Okay, I was saying because I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I'm already annoyed because I'm looking at prices and everything's going up. The cheapest game I found is like the Panthers, and it's still $200. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, it's the Panthers. No one doesn't watch that game.
If you want to go watch the Chicago White Sox, their tickets are $0.
Who wants to watch the White Sox?
Apparently, they had 17 people in the crowd the other day.
Bro, we are on a losing streak up until I went to the game the other night. We had 40,000 people in the stands.
Yeah. They also have 103 losses.
I sat 3 rows behind a Joel Embiid at the Sixers or the Phillies game the other day.
Did you? Yeah.
I did. I got pictures of him. He's like right there.
That's awesome. Yeah. Joel Embiid recorded Bryce Harper's walk-off single to score Kyle Schwarber.
Bro, I'm not lying. All right, so he's right in front of us, right? Yeah. I watched that walk-off to win. I look down. Embiid is not there. The 7-foot tall man vanished.
Yeah, he was quick to get out of there.
Bro, gone in a heartbeat. But that was such a cool win. That was nice to be there.
That was good. The Phillies they're fighting back. They lost very badly last night, but we'll that's another here and there.
We're an Eagles podcast.
Yes, yes. Everybody knows that.
On a side note, though, we're talking other sports. I forgot. Let me just real quick. People don't drink and drive. A little RIP out to a local NHL player, Johnny Gaudreau, and his brother, whose lives were taken by someone drinking and making terrible decisions. So do us a favor, support your team, support your fans, have a good time, be safe out there. Don't make bad decisions like drinking and driving.
Yeah, it's also they were going to have his sister's wedding this weekend too.
Yeah, they died Friday.
Yeah, that's
Thursday.
terrible.
Yeah, wedding was Friday.
South Jersey natives, I believe.
Yeah, he wanted to play for the Flyers. He has a there's a whole thing during his last signing with Columbus was possible trade, and one of the things he made an exception of was to play for Jersey or Philadelphia because he just wanted to play near home.
Yeah.
And he had talked about he'd like to at least play here towards the end of his career, but that was cut short due to some bad decision making.
Terrible.
So,
yeah, all things considered, like when it comes down to people like that, and it's sports takes a back seat, and it's just people lost members of their family that will never be the same again, and it's a shame.
it is.
So yeah, when you're down in Brazil, be careful, please. It's just
everywhere, but yeah,
everywhere.
But particularly in Brazil right now, but everywhere,
everywhere.
enjoy
Just
the games, enjoy, people.
Yeah, the tailgating. It's the tailgating. The tailgating. If you're going to tailgate responsibly and enjoy yourself, and don't hurt anyone else's lives after.
If you're not going to tailgate, it's okay. Go back to Dallas. We understand. Philly's got a history of tailgating. For anyone that might listen that might not be a local or might not be a fan, our gates open early for a reason.
Yeah.
You can show up 6 hours before a game and find the parking lots packed.
Yeah,
we are ready to go.
Yeah, and that's why the Eagles are hesitant to jump on board with Comcast's plans of making like a city down there because it would affect the tailgating.
It's still tailgates are still gonna happen. You gotta. That's why I keep telling people, like, it's weird when they like, oh well, it's gonna affect. No, it's not. You need to understand Philly as a whole. All you're gonna have if that happens, if that thing is put into place, is that we have somewhere to go before you open the gates.
Right.
Once you open the gates, we're still coming in.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like people are talking about the expansion of the stadium because they have to expand for the World Cup, and they're like, well, we don't want to expand too much, so we can make sure we bring it back. No. Make it 100,000. The Eagles fans are going to show up.
Yeah.
I've been to 2 losing games in Philly. We've still pretty much packed that stadium.
Yep.
And the stadium's not getting packed. Lower the ticket prices.
Yeah, go figure, right? You could do that.
Crazy thought process. You want more people to show up, make it cheaper, make it more affordable so that your locals can get into the games. Sixers, Come on, guys. We're a city of brotherly love. Let's make it affordable. Get everyone there. Let's have packed houses.
Let's
go. 100,000 person stadium. That's what the link deserves.
That'd be amazing. That would be amazing.
I'd be hype. I'd be so hype.
So the Eagles are flying. I don't know whether they're flying down to Brazil, but they will not be flying down with a person who made the 53-man roster. His name is Trashberry.
Yes.
Yes.
The injury man.
Yes.
The old decrepit relic.
James Bradbury did something to his leg during practice, and he is now out 6 to 8 weeks. What a major loss.
We just cut him now.
Like, I don't know. Yeah. Why not?
Put him on IR, trade him away for a pack of Cheetos, and just, move on.
Stale Cheetos.
Yeah, half-eaten stale Cheetos from Minnesota.
I can't believe he made this roster to begin with.
I think there's one of them for trades.
And then nobody was biting, and now they kind of bit the Eagles in the butt with him getting hurt, and now he's got to sit, and they still got to pay him.
I'm sorry, when you're that old, which I know sounds terrible because he's younger than me. Yeah. When you're that old in sports, though,
yes,
and you get injured, like your career was already teetering, my guy.
Yeah, he's not going to be the same.
He's not going to play. I'm sorry, he's not playing for 8 weeks. Get out of here. He's not playing on this team this year. That was just a waste.
Yeah. So I think the Eagles made a.
I'd rather have John Ross.
Right. I think the Eagles brought him back on their practice squad.
Yeah, put him on the real roster and get rid of Bradbury.
Yeah.
Put him back there. Just tell him, hey, we know you're not a coverage guy. Just go deep and run after people.
Yeah. And don't hit your head, because apparently
keep your head up. Don't be stupid.
He's getting a lot of concussions too. That guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you play teams, if you end up playing anyone like Colorado, you're gonna get a lot of concussions with the way they target people.
Oh,
Dion,
shots
keep
fired.
an eye out.
Shots fired.
You're trying to kill kids.
Yeah, it's that was I saw that play that you're talking about.
Yeah, that helped them win.
Yeah, it was a pretty vicious hit. They probably
it was like, hey, let me define targeting for you.
Yeah, it was.
And the ref's like, that right there, guys, take a picture and a video, save it for later. That's what you want to call. Are you going to call it now? No, God, no. You can't have Dion lose to an FCS school. That would kill us.
Speaking of that, do you know there's I saw live, there's a player who plays for Michigan State. His last name is Carson Wentz. His last name is Carson Wentz.
That's a great last name.
That was wild.
Oh, there's a whole like subreddit of players in college football and their names.
Yeah.
Because it's getting progressively worse what people are naming their children.
Wow.
Bro, like, I think it's Kentucky has a player named Major Booty. Bro, like, what? I'm sorry. It's funny to us now. I love it. But at the same time, I'm thinking, like, as a parent, you look at it and an infant child and go, I got a name.
Yeah.
What? Like, I saw a whole thing about like crazy names the other day and like what people were naming their kids, and it's like some like Hollywood person named their kid Audio Science, and I was like, bro, what was going through your head? Like when you were born, or when you had your child, you're like, you know what, this kid, Audio Science, that's a great name, and the doctor's probably looking at you going, what drugs are you on?
Probably not too many. Obviously, too many.
And now you got it's happening with the players though. You got I mean, I understand Kool-Aid was a nickname, all right, and that's not his real name, but there are players coming through the league right now whose real names are out of pocket. They're crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
So Carson Wentz and Major Booty, enjoy your college career.
Yeah. All right, so Eagles, they will be going down to Brazil, playing the Packers. We'll go break down, I guess like not position by position, but like offensive line. Eagles offensive line, I would say, is better than the Packers offensive line. Would you say? They lost guys.
I'm going to give it like a 50-50 today because I haven't seen the Eagles O-line play with two new guys yet. Like we have two, like there's 5 guys on the line. We lost 40% of them.
Technically, it's only one guy. He just moved one position.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's a lot more responsibility. So I mean, at guard, you don't have to snap the ball. And like Jason, they always talk about Jason's snap speed was so fast because he wants his hand back because he knows that you need your hand. Well, if you've played guard now for 2 years and you're used to having your hand, now you don't have your hand anymore.
Yeah, this is true. Okay.
It's a relearning curve. So yeah, we lost. Let's say we lost 30% of our O line instead of 40 because 10% he still knows how to block. I'll give it to him. But it's different. We got to see how it goes. Let's see if we see any brotherly shove in the very first game of the year.
I think we'll see. I think we'll see one or two.
Yeah. How about running backs? How do you feel about those running backs?
The Eagles have signed Saquon and the Packers signed Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs,
running back.
Very good running backs. But I'm going to go with Saquon because
you're an Eagles fan.
I'm an Eagles fan.
Yeah. You know what? Saquon at the moment looks healthy, sounds healthy,
feels good. Yeah.
I like the Saquon call. However, I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Jacobs has a better game because we started one of the preseasons with like 80% of our defensive starters out there. And the first thing that happened was we got gashed by the run game.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is not easy to bring down. That is the one thing he's kind of good at is not going down.
Right. Well, that will lead me to Eagles defensive line against the Packers defensive line.
True.
Right.
I don't know the Packers defensive line that well anymore.
I don't know it, but I do know the Eagles, and it's untested.
It's young,
it's
very
young. It's very young.
I can tell you right now, the Eagles defensive line in 2 years is the most dominant D line in the NFL.
Yes.
As of now, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how much growth there is. Apparently, Jalen Carter still working with Fletcher Cox out of the facilities, learning, growing. Jordan Davis looks like he lost half a human and just became a wall of muscle. So we'll see how that pans out. Nolan Smith, please do something.
Yeah.
You're hurting my soul. I have so high hopes for you. Nakobe Dean with healthy? No, I mean, he's not D-line. I guess they're both linebackers. I'll stop with that.
Yeah.
D-line it is. We'll see how Huff does. Moro Ajomo, I still have high hopes for him. I would say that this could be a 50-50 because I just don't know their D-line that well, and ours is young.
Yeah, it's super young. And we just keyed on linebackers. Linebackers for the Eagles are still untested. They're not really tested. We know what we have with David White, and Nakobe Dean,
Zach Bond.
We
know that when healthy, they are actually very good linebackers. They've proven it in their past history. White was good. We've seen what Dean can do when he is there. If he can stay healthy, I have no questions about our linebacking core. The biggest question is, Dean, can you stay healthy? Please. Get us one of these.
Just healthy.
Him healthy? I'm not kidding you. I know this is insane. I think Dean healthy and Jalen Hurts healthy are two of the biggest key components to this coming home.
A trophy.
With the only thing, thank you. The only other outlier that stands that is the O-line. I think Dean can make any one of our defensive linemen better from being on the field.
Sure.
I think Jalen Hurts can make the plays needed with anyone on our offensive roster, but he has to be protected. He's got to stay healthy. Dean's got to stay healthy. If those 7 guys, our 5 starting linemen, Hurts and Dean, stay healthy, I guarantee Eagles playoffs. No question.
Yeah. Moving to I guess the Eagles secondary versus the Packers secondary.
Well, Eagles, actually, it should be other way around. Should we do Eagles secondary versus Packers receivers, and then?
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
So Eagles secondary against Packers receivers. Now we got Christian Watson.
Yep.
He's
about a mid-tier receiver.
Yeah. Oh, mid? You think he's mid-tier? You don't think he's higher than mid?
No, he's mid-tier.
Really? Okay.
I put it this way: if you were to, let's say, all right, starting receivers in the NFL, 30 starting receivers, like number ones.
Yeah.
Do you think you could name 7 to 10 better than him?
Yes.
He's mid-tier.
Okay, got it.
Easy as that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to rank someone in the NFL and you don't know, think that through. Just think starters, give yourself 30 names. I know there's 32, but give yourself 30, make life easy. If they're not in the top 10, they're not top tier. Right. Easy as that.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, and then I would say the Eagles secondary is better than the Packers receiving core.
And that I'm going to agree with you 100%.
Yes.
I feel like somebody is coming home with a pick 6 to start the season.
That'd be nice.
It's going to be real nice. I feel I'm not going to lie, internally, it's saying Ringo, but I feel like maybe to endear us to him, Cooper DeJean.
Oh, yeah. That would be great to see Cooper take one to the house in Brazil.
That'd be crazy. But I feel like it's going to be Ringo. I feel like Ringo's just on it.
Okay.
I know Mitchell's been close. Slay is always a play. But
yeah.
Something's telling me Ringo is just like ready to have a breakout season, showing you all about them dogs.
Well, if you want to go now, Eagles receivers against Packers secondary, I'll take Eagles receivers all day long.
I'm not going to lie.
They have Jameer Alexander, but he also Jair. He doesn't. I know he doesn't shadow. So like if he's going to be on AJ Brown, he'll be on AJ Brown if he's on the right side. He doesn't shadow him if he goes to the left side. So
if you have AJ Brown on the left side slot and have him run slants all night, he's going home with numbers.
He's going to feed.
And it's like, okay, so let's have someone on him. Okay, so now who are you going to cover Devontae Smith with? Yeah, you're going to cover him. All right, so
Jahan Dotson.
Yeah.
Let's
just throw him out there, boys. Let's just get it working. Let's have him bring home a tutty. Show the whole world, like, hey, I belong in Philly.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he could do.
I
Jahan
hope.
Dotson. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement there. I think Eagles secondary and receivers are both winning core right now. So, if we were to do that and go a little like we step back a minute and go back with O-line, D-line, I think I like the Eagles O-line over the Packers D-line. I think I like the Packers O-line over our D-line at the moment.
And that's where this game is going to be made. It's going to be made in the trenches. The trenches are going to decide this game. How many stops can they stop Josh Jacobs enough times to get them off the field so the Eagles can go and score some touchdowns?
And how much is rich man Jordan Love really worth?
Exactly. Do we see how many sacks, like over and under, how many sacks do we see on
like total game or just on Love?
Just this game, like on Jordan Love.
Just on Love.
Yeah. I see a Trotter sack.
You always see a Trotter sack. That just lives in your brain.
Always.
I'd say 2 or less.
2 or less. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
I'll take 2.
Just because it's early season, I feel like he's going to get caught.
Yeah.
At least once. Maybe Nolan Smith. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. We also did discuss the Eagles tight ends against the, Eagles have
Goddard.
2 tight ends. They have Goddard, but the Packers have 2 good tight ends in Kraft and Musgrave. I would take Packers combination total of tight ends over the Eagles combination of tight ends.
Okay. I guess. I think the Philly Goddard is still the best of the group, but I see your point. I can see that. Yeah. It's an interesting thing. I take Jake Elliott over their kicker because Jake the Make.
Yeah.
He missed a lot in the preseason. He had to get all. You know what it is? You go golfing, right?
Yeah.
You go to the driving range before you go out and play?
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
They warm up.
And get rid of all those shanks, right?
Right, but I'm going to shank during the.
You're not. Yeah, you shank it early so you can play well.
Right.
All we saw was Jake shank it early, so come season he can play well. He just had to wake up that leg. He had to get that driver out and just kind of shake it off.
Which is funny because, like, if you follow him on Instagram, it's always like videos of him kicking field goals, and they're like right down the middle. Like, what are you doing, guy?
Like, he's got to get the jitters out.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, he's got to, hey, what's that kid song? Shake
your wiggles
out. Yeah. He just has to, get the sillies out real quick.
Yeah, that's it.
All it is.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's go scores. I can give you Miguel's score. I'll give you Miguel's score right now.
Yeah, go. I'll let you guys cook. Let's hear your score.
So Miguel, I asked Miguel, and he was able to give me a time back very quickly. Like he already had it in his mind what that score was going to be. He did not hold back. He has 24-21 Eagles.
Okay.
24. That's a close game.
Interesting take.
Yeah, I would not have thought that he would keep it that close. But he did. And he did. I don't know.
Yeah, thoughts on it?
Leaving it down to a field goal. I don't think this is going to come down to a field goal.
So me and Miguel have a very similar mind.
Uh-oh.
I have it. Eagles 27. Packers 24.
So you still a field goal cider, huh? Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
This is the feeling I have. Feeling I have is that the Eagles are going to make this a statement game. It has to be the NFL doesn't want a game to be played in Brazil and it be a nail biter. They want a blowout. They want
a nail biter.
No, they want blowout. They want to see like fireworks. Fireworks. They want to see.
Yeah, call that fourth quarter touchdown to win the game. Walk off home run to AJ Brown. Or imagine the walk off beat of Jahan Dotson. How much he would be loved by. Like in my mind, we're going with a touchdown to start the game, field goal. touchdown, field goal. We're sitting at 20 points, right?
Yeah.
Packers are in front of us, 24-20. We're driving Putty to win it, walk off with 27-24.
27-24. All right, I'm leaning towards 35-17.
Okay,
Eagles.
you want us to beat them.
Yes, I want to make a statement here. I want a statement.
I like it, but
I
think
and then
the Packers are a tough team
hey, they could be a tough team
the rest of the year.
against everybody else. This is going to be a statement game. 35-17 Eagles.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Go Birds, man. And hey,
I'm excited.
Great start. Ladies and gentlemen, this is football season. We got college on right now. We got college games starting in just a couple hours. We got football starting. NFL starts Thursday, followed by Eagles Friday, more college on Saturday, then Sunday happens, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it's going to be fun. I think the first game Thursday, it's the Packers. I think not the Packers.
It's the
Chiefs and Ravens. The Chiefs and Ravens. I don't know. I think the Chiefs are playing.
It's the Chiefs losing their opening game and have everyone going, "Oh my God, the Chiefs aren't as good." And then midway through the year, they just cheat and get good again.
Yeah, I think I read also that this is the first Friday football game since like 1970 something too. So that's pretty cool. Again, we're going to be doing our live in-game.
Ravens
takes.
at Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you were right. And then Green Bay
at Philadelphia via Brazil.
Yeah. 8:15 start. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're hearing this, if you're not in Philadelphia or the Green Bay area and you have to get a hold of the game in some other way, find things like torrent or other illegal ways to do it. Don't back Peacock. Until Peacock sponsors us, I want nothing to do with it. Sorry, Peacock, you're trash. And not just you, it's all the pay, subscribe things. They're so dumb. It's reached a point you cost so much money. It's not worth it. You make it $2, fine, I got you. $2 in commercials, down. You make plenty of money as commercials. And if you don't, you're failing miserably as a business and don't deserve to be existing. So go ahead.
Done. Okay, there it is. We've had this conversation about all the paywalls.
I don't like it.
Yeah. My Peacock runs out on September 8th.
You're disgusting for ever having mine.
But now I had it was only $9.99 for the year.
I don't care. That's $9.99 they don't deserve.
It's now they caught up on me. I had it for like 3 years for $9.99. They caught up to me, and now they've adjusted it to be $80 after the 8th.
$80.
So $80 for the year. So I'm going to watch the game, and as soon as I'm done finishing that game, I'm canceling it because I'm not paying $80 for the whole.
You don't need to watch the game now. They got permissions for locals, so it'll be on for Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, my antenna doesn't get NBC. That's the thing.
Get YouTube TV. It's just on.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper than $80 a year. Well, it's not $80 a year, I guess. It's better than that, but still.
$34 is like $45 a month.
Right? Yeah, it's fine, but at least you're getting everything, not just Peacock.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper. And you can rewind everything. Everything is YouTube. So you can literally pause and rewind everything, which I know has been a thing for a little bit with like a lot of the streaming services, but this is live TV that you can always do that with.
Yeah. Nice. I have to discuss that. So again, this year we will be doing our live in-game takes, and we will also be naming our Eagles Player of the Game for those. I guess we're going to call it the Eagle Award. We're going to give it the Eagle Award, the podcast Eagle Award. So we'll have that. So stay tuned for those. We also do we'll do our one words next week, and then we'll see you next Saturday. Next podcast. I guess will be on a Saturday morning. And hopefully Miguel will be back. He's got a layover in Bangkok. So I don't know what happens in Bangkok, but we'll see.
I think Miguel learns that he can sing falsetto. And we have a good day. Let's go Birds.
Right. Let's go Birds. That's how we do. Mark, thank you so much.
Of course.
Again, finally football is back.
Yes, it is.
I won't get tired of watching you hold that trophy, and I know I'm going to be getting it back soon this year.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
You mean like 2028 when I take a year off, right?
You take a year off, yes. Yeah, no, I'll see that soon. I'll see it soon.
You know what you're going to see? I'm going to bring it in. I have the contraption out of here right now to be fixed, repaired.
Are you going to fix it?
I want it working, man. I want to make sure I'm coming out and divvy out shots.
Okay, so what Mark's talking about is our trophy is a antique bowling trophy that I took the bowling guy off of and put a fantasy football trophy on top. But if you take it apart, it also dispenses shots. It's also a 6-shot dispenser, which has not been been able to use. I couldn't get it to work. Mark thinks he's going to be able to get it to work again.
I'm cleaning it, fixing it, and next year, to celebrate my greatness, we'll have some shots.
Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Put my name on there for a second time right here.
Yes.
Because for anyone who does, it's down here is our plaques. I'll be down there.
Back to back champ.
Back to back.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
You know it.
You know how we do. EAGLES.
Eagles. Let's go.
And I'll put that music in right now.